nobody has but you. Don't be afraid to take that diamond ring that is your prized possession. When the hole that you need to escape out of is only so big and you need to be bigger. Don't be afraid to take that diamond ring and make with that diamond ring a little bit of cash expansion. Don't be afraid of that. You may have people take your wedding ring that your husband or your wife gave. Don't be afraid, because God, if you show God that I'm willing, Lord, to give it all to you, if you say like the writer said in this text, I count it all as naught. I count everything I got as dung. That's what the writer says. I count everything as dung. Dung means the bowel movement that you have. When you go to the restroom, I count my stuff as dung when it comes to my relationship with my God. So if I have to give up my Corvette, if I have to give up my motorhome, if I have to give up what I got, then I'll give it up, because the God I serve is bigger than that, is better than that, is tougher than that. I count it as dung. I've got to keep giving the message, so whatever's trying to stop me, I cut it off. Y'all making me nervous. I count it as dung. Roscoe, you know what dung is? You know what it is? What color is it? You know what it is? Brown? Okay, I count it as dung. How much is dung worth? It's worth nothing. I count it as having no value. I'm going to tell you something. Let's look at it like this. What value is it to save your car while you lose your life? What can a dead man do with a car? So that the car then has no relative value. And so if God, in making for me a way of escape, makes it apparent that in order for me to escape, I got the empty, then so be it. You remember what Jesus said? I'm almost finished. And I'm sorry that I'm going to have to leave off about 26 pages. Sorry. Now remember, I print my sermons in 30-point type. So 26 pages is about 8 pages in reality. If it was 10 points. What I want to tell you, if God has given you stuff, so have you ever wondered why God blessed you so much? You ever wondered? Lord, first of all, let's recognize this. You don't deserve it. Let's make sure we understand it. You don't deserve it. That's something I tell myself all the time. I don't deserve it. Now, since I don't deserve it, then that means there's no problem if I have to give it up. You see? Because if I give it up, I'm not going down. I'm just going to where I should be in the first place. You understand? You understand? Listen. Sometimes the church makes us think that we have a right to be blessed. Listen, my brother and my sister, you don't have a right to be blessed. You have to earn your blessings. I went to the law, what do you call it, office where they give you license plates and they wouldn't give me any because I didn't have the proper paperwork. And I got a little bit upset. What do you mean I can't have any? Sir, you got to go get a little form, a little simple form that your friend can give me. I'll call you Monday. A little simple form. And she reminded me, no, she didn't remind me, I just had to see this sign. It says, driving is a privilege. It's not a right. Nobody has the right to be blessed. You don't have an inherent, because I'm who I am, I should be blessed. You don't have that. You know, people say I'm saved, and what's that statement people use? What is it? Blessed and highly favored and have a right to be blessed. You don't have a right to be blessed. If you're blessed and highly favored, that's more than you deserve. So if God gives you extra, then know it's extra. And if God takes away the extra from you, you're just back where you really ought to be in the first place. So what we need to do is we need to try to live a life which will make God want to keep giving us extras. I had a rough time preparing a sermon for the day. So that those blessings will first of all stay, and secondly, that they'll keep coming. You have to make sure that you do whatever it takes to please God with your life. You see how simple that is? If you don't work overtime to keep God pleased with what you do and your life, then you have nothing coming. So while we're busy trying to get ahead, while we're busy trying to impress our friends, while we're busy trying to look like somebody, while we're busy trying to really make a name for ourselves, why not exert all of your energy in trying to make sure that God is pleased with your life? Because let me tell you what happens. And Sister Kanisha, if you're listening, I'm almost done. Let me tell you what happens. When you go out of your way to make sure God is pleased, then he gives you a name. You don't have to make a name for yourself. When you go out of your way to make sure God is pleased, then he, all of those things that I said stop trying to do, he does them for you. And when he does it, it's far more solid than what you could have done. I appreciate that. I appreciate being in a position where almost everywhere I go, somebody invariably knows me. Because that gives me privileges that I couldn't have gotten otherwise. Now, do you think I took out an ad in the St. Louis American or the Evening World? I didn't do that. I just tried to please God with my life. And as you please God with your life, the more you try to please God, the more ads he'll take out for you. And people will start doing things for you. You understand? So, in my conclusion, let me shut up because I keep seeing stuff I want to add in. In my conclusion, the reason, so Sister Raja, the reason God makes for you a way of escape that you got to work out. See, the reason he does that is so that you will know that you can make it through your problem. That's all God's doing. He's just trying to make sure that you know you can make it. You know you can make it. With this brother, and the funny thing about this guy, he actually came to the house to install a we call it burglary alarm system, fire alarm, and burglary alarm. He came to install an alarm system. And here the alarm system installer is trapped in what he thinks he's trapped in a bomb shelter that he can't get out of. And in his desperation, he looked over in the corner. He said, wait a minute, there's some light coming in over there. He walked over to it, and there was a little air hole about this big. He said, well, we could take that out, and we could begin loosening that mortar. And I said to him, now you're doing what all church people ought to start doing. Look for the hole. Look for the hole. looking at the steel door that's shut behind you, look for the hole. Because if you see that, then you'll be able to say, oh, I can get out. I can get out. I'm cool. I have to work at it, but I can get out. Now to finish the story, when I got done talking to that particular preacher friend of mine,